Good morning, guys. Happy Monday here on the East Coast of the US. I don't know where all my subscribers are, but that's what it is here, Monday morning. Just another manic Monday. So I'm going to do a Taurus reading this morning, mid-month for June, and see what's going on with you guys. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, and liking, subscribing, and sharing. And, yeah, or disliking if you don't like it, whatever, just any kind of activity to let me know what your thoughts are. So I'm going to start off with Mystic Moon Oracle deck and see what's going on with Taurus for June going into July. God, I keep getting this card. It's so strange. I don't really like getting it because it's not that positive of a card, but I've got Deception and Divine Masculine. Interesting. So when I first saw Deception, I was like, not this again, because I just did an Aries reading. But then I saw Divine Masculine, and to me this is a little different because I feel more this energy if you guys are in a twin flame dynamic, or you're not and you just have someone that you consider your divine masculine, or you're the divine masculine. There is, I feel, some sort of self-deception happening. I don't know why, but I don't necessarily feel like they're deceiving you. I just feel like they're deceiving themselves in a situation. Pause. So it's time to sort of take a breather. Also, I feel like maybe if you guys are on a twin flame journey, it's not such a bad thing to take time to take space from it. You know, some of you might be feeling like I've been feeling lately, like I don't really want to think about that dynamic, and I don't have to think about that dynamic. It doesn't have to define me. And what's sort of come up for me is if you have been defining yourself according to this dynamic and this spiritual journey, it could be very unsettling to think of yourself outside of it because you've started to base your identity around it, and it's never good to attach to anything, even if it's the idea of a twin flame journey, because the whole point of the twin flame journey is learning detachment. So it's really important to kind of pause, because when you do center your identity around a relationship, around twin flame, around a job, around anything, and that thing is taken away, then you're becoming very discombobulated, and you need to have an identity that stands alone regardless of an external situation going on. So pausing to kind of gain your center of who you are, who you were before this situation. I also feel like the divine masculine might also be taking a pause as well. Yep, doing some shadow work. So what has come up for you with this dynamic? What is it bringing up for you? What is it bringing up for them? I feel like they're realizing a lot of things that... Also, I think the more space, if you guys have been in contact with them and they're not responding, or whatever your dynamic with them is, as you give them more space and you pause your actions, it will allow them to do more. So, because it's easy when someone's in our vortex to be blaming our actions and how we feel on them, but then when we remove ourselves, they have to look at themselves and they have to do the shadow work. So that's sort of the message that I'm getting with that. So, and actually when I was shuffling, divine timing came up, but it didn't come out, and I just saw it at the bottom again here. So remember that I'm going to keep this card because I feel like it was kind of coming out. Timing is everything, and if they're not coming around or you're not coming around, the timing is just not right now. But everything is happening as it unfolds. And, I've been just listening to I've seen and heard so many different stories of people, things working out. Sorry about the baby in the background. Things working out for people that it took forever to work out for. And then I see other friends. I don't know if that baby is a sign some of you are waiting to get pregnant or the divine timing for a family. I don't know, but this is like very unusual here. But and then my friend this weekend was just like she met someone new and she really has been wanting it to work out, and she's just like really, really disappointed because like her age, she wants to have babies, and but it's just not, even though she has already waited so long, it's still not the right timing. So I just feel like we always have to trust timing, but we also have to not get so attached to what our timeline is and to allow the timeline that's supposed to happen with things. So with that being said, I am going to pull some from the Rider-Waite. This card is flipped over, but sometimes that happens and I won't take it and then the card still ends up coming out. So we'll see. But let's see what's happening with Taurus right now, mid-June. Seven of Cups, Seven of Wands. Wow, I've been getting a lot of sevens lately too. King of Swords is, yeah, I don't know, this is so strange. I'm gonna keep shuffling. Seven of Cups, Seven of Wands. Two of Cups, Seven of Swords, and Nine of Swords. Okay, so a lot, 777 right here, so it's pretty significant. Sevens are also like conflict numbers, like facing conflicts, and all these sevens are. There's definitely a twin flame situation going on, a soulmate situation with this Two of Cups. But here's another deception card. So I don't know if you guys, if your twin flame is deceiving you or you're deceiving yourselves, but there's like major deception happening here. I feel like you guys are in a very defensive state right now of wanting to defend your stance on things. It's really weird because like I'm a flight attendant and like that sound is just like so reminiscent of my job. I don't have children, so it's like it just reminds me, like I feel like I'm at work, like stuck on a plane with a baby crying. Anyway, so Seven of Wands, I feel like you guys are really like feeling the need to defend your case, and some of you might be feeling, I feel like some of you might be in a situation where you're constantly having to defend your twin flame dynamic to people, and people don't understand, because the Two of Cups came here with the Seven of Swords. I feel like maybe your twin has deceived you in the past, but you're also like very defensive of this connection, and you feel like a lot of people don't understand, and you feel like you're constantly trying to like share your story because you want others' opinion, but you have to be really careful because a lot of people don't understand twin flame dynamics, and they're going to give you advice based on just like regular relationship dynamics, and this is not a regular relationship. And so you're getting defensive, but it's also like you need to be careful who you're talking to about this. Like make sure you're talking to people, if you're trying to get feedback about this particular situation, like that are in the twin flame community that can give you sound advice, so you don't feel like you're constantly on the defense. I also feel like you guys could be at a point where and I'm sorry, like this is a very twin flame heavy reading. I don't know why, I guess because when I pull the divine masculine right at the beginning of the reading, it tells me that we're really dealing with the twin flame dynamic. Seven of Cups, I feel like you guys are at this point though where I feel like you are kind of defending your dynamic because you're also kind of feeling unsure, because you're like, suddenly I have like a lot of other options, and like I see a lot of other pathways, and I might not just be needing to focus on this twin, and I might have other people that are coming into my world, and you're really like kind of confused about this and like torn up about this because you feel like you're betraying your dynamic as well. I think that's where the Seven of Swords comes in. You feel like you're betraying your twin by going on with other people. But the thing is, like, especially if your person has a relationship, like, this is what needs to happen, whether it means you're going to end up together or not. But, like, you kind of have to do your own thing, too. So, let's pull for the radiant one. Even though these are, like, still Rider-Waite, these ones, I feel like they're a little bit different energy than the regular Rider-Waite deck. Not better or worse, just, like, so, you definitely have a stalker. You definitely have, I don't mean that in, like, a serious way, but, like, Page of Swords is always, like, the card that comes up for, like, social media, peeking and trying to get information. So I feel like someone's watching you. Someone's definitely gaining information about you, and I think it's your twin. But I think, yeah, I think there's just, you know, you're being watched. That sounds so creepy, but, like, there's someone trying to see what you're up to. Maybe that sounds a little more benign. And actually, King of Swords came up before, so some of you really might just be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I want to say there's not that much. Well, yeah, I was just going to say something else, but the Tower is here. I feel like something kind of, like, happened recently with you guys that's, like, shook things up a lot. It might have also happened with your twin flame. Let's see what other card we can get. Oh, we got 2 pages here. So this is a Page of Pentacles. Some of you might be dealing with an Earth. Well, this could be you guys, actually. You're a Taurus. You guys might be ready to start on a new dream or a new possibility. You're kind of looking to start a new beginning, I feel like. Let's see what we got. Mystic Mondays. Eight of Cups. Yeah. So some of you might be leaving a situation or felt like someone left you, kind of like some abandoning energy here. It could be good, could be not good, but I feel like Eight of Cups is actually pretty positive. It means you're leaving in search of, like, yourself and you're the right path for yourself. Six of Swords. Yeah, there's definitely 2 cards right here with travel and departure. Something I know a lot of in my job. So there's definitely a departure from something from the past and moving forward. Pull one more card here. What we're King of Swords. You guys, I got King of Swords like almost 3 times here. So there's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your life. Your twin could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I'm trying to think of which one I really think it is. 7 of Cups here again. A lot of options. This is crazy, guys. I've never pulled the 7 of Cups from here. So this also is such a cool card. I feel like you guys are trying, you see things from a lot of different angles. There's like your heart chakra, your third eye, the moon, which is like your unconscious, the sun, which is like the light part of you. This is so cool. The snake, which is sort of like that temptation devil part of you. So you guys are really trying to make a decision here, and you're really trying to integrate all the different parts of you. I feel like there's a lot of integration going on. I feel like there's a lot of consciousness that's happening, like a lot of awakening for you guys. A lot of wanting new beginnings, but also it's not just like wanting new beginnings because you're like jumping to a new beginning. I think you're having a new beginning within yourself. You're having a lot more awareness. I'm really curious about what this King of Swords guy is about, what you guys are. Might be this because the 2 of Cups person, but let's just see. If I can get more clarity around that. 10 of Wands. I feel like you guys are sort of carrying this relationship in a way like yourself. Like you've been really single-handedly carrying it. So let's see if I could get some messages from your twins' higher self to what they would like to say to you that they're not saying to you right now, okay? You are special to me even though I told you otherwise. I'm sorry I held myself back with you. I don't think I can take your reaction right now. I feel like this is like the pause that I had in the beginning. They're having a really hard time communicating to you like how they really feel. And I think a lot of it is because they are afraid you're going to react in some way they can't handle. So they really did hold their real emotions back with you though. And they still are. But that's just because they don't know how to handle the intensity of the connection. So what did I pull in the beginning? Oh, deception. Yeah, and I think they deceived you. I think that they made you feel like they really didn't care. And because of that, I feel like they energetically can tell that you guys are moving on, and they kind of want you to know, like, but wait, like, I know I told you I didn't love you, and I know I told you I didn't care about this connection, but I do, and I can sense that you're starting to have more options and that you're starting to change, and I want you to know, like, I was lying when I said I didn't love you. So that's the message I have for you guys. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.